You know how at family gatherings, two people could be having the softest little disagreement? Nothing wild, nothing heated, just mild, mid level irritation that honestly could go either way. Until that one auntie walks in. And you know the one I'm talking about because we all have one. And she swears she's just checking in on her babies, making sure they're playing nice. But behind her back, she's carrying a bucket of emotional gasoline and a list of grievances that she's been holding on to since 2004. And suddenly, these two people, who were barely even raising their voices before, are now conducting a full dramatic reenactment of their family archives. Voices are raised, somebody's pacing back and forth like they're giving a TED talk on betrayal, and you're sitting there like, how the hell did we get here? That shift, that moment when the calm turns into loud chaos because one bad energy entered the room, is exactly what happens in your mind when the world outside gets heavy. You could be grounded, you could be fine, you could be minding your business. Then chaos walks in and your killer pops up like, see, I told you so. I told you this would happen. And now let's go over every single thing that terrifies you. And suddenly you're spiraling for the next 12 hours, and it was triggered by something that didn't even belong to you. But I got you. Today we're going to talk about 5 ways to quiet the noise around you so you can actually hear yourself again. Before we go any further, I really want to take a moment to acknowledge something. The world is loud right now. There's a lot happening, some of it good, most of it heavy. And a lot of us do not know how to process it, or alchemize it, or make sense of it for that matter. But here's the truth. You can't control the world, but you can control how you manage your own energy inside of it. So let's start there. Step 1 is actually deceptively simple. Give yourself a 60-second peace buffer. Most people wake up and immediately hand their peace over to the world, whether it be notifications or headlines, text messages. It's all noise. And your killer loves that. And if by chance you're new here, welcome. If you're wondering who or what is the killer, go watch episode 1 and 2, where I break it down completely. But the quick version is the killer is that internal voice that sounds a lot like you, but uses fear and insecurity and worst case scenarios to keep you small. It really thinks that it's protecting you, but it's actually suffocating you. So when something loud or chaotic happens in the world, your killer perks up immediately. It's like, great, no grounding today. Let's just dive right into the fuckery. But just 1 minute before you let the world in changes your entire emotional trajectory. Sit and drink water. Breathe. Stretch, talk to your plants. Put your hand on your chest and say, my voice goes first today. And this isn't being dramatic, it's anchoring. And that's step 1. Step 2, reduce the noise you don't need. Step 2 is all about environmental management. You cannot possibly expect mental peace if you're living in emotional surround sound 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your killer thrives in overstimulation, baby. Too many voices, too many damn opinions, too many notifications, too much access. Overstimulation is the killer's playground. So step 2 is simple. Reduce the noise you don't need. Mute, unfollow, pause, log off. Curate your intake. Curate who gets access to your mind. That's not avoidance. It's maintenance. That is step 2. Step 3, in my opinion, one of the most important steps. Cite your source. You make sure you can name the source of this energy so the killer can't claim it as yours. When the world gets loud, your killer gets opportunistic. And once your trigger switch is flipped, it thinks perfect. You're overwhelmed. Let me take it from here. And suddenly, thoughts that didn't even start inside of you begin echoing like they're your own. And that's why step 3 is important. This isn't my voice. This did not originate here. Distinguish the source. And if it didn't start with you, don't let the killer claim it. That is step 3. Step 4. Do self-inventory and check for leaks. At this point, we need to do a little self-inventory and check our internal dialogue for leaks. Because naming the source is one thing, but step 4 is about what seeped in and settled without our permission. A lot of what we're spiraling over isn't even ours. It's residue, echoes, energy that we've absorbed from the news, from the scroll, from the people around us. This step is where you look at what we're holding and say, did this land in me or leak into me? And your killer loves when you don't check, because if you never look at what is stuck, it can twist it, it can convince you it came from the inside. So that next time your chest tightens or your mood shifts, ask, is this mine or did this just leak in? If it didn't start with you, don't keep it. Release what does not belong to you. That is step 4. And step 5. Use flip phrases to stop the spiral immediately. Step 5 is when you take the wheel back. When the world's chaos wakes up your killer, it doesn't walk, it runs to try and hijack your entire mood in under 30 seconds. A flip phrase is your brake pedal. A flip phrase is a psychological interruption, short, sharp, grounding. It snaps you back into your body and out of the killer's story. For example, when the killer throws something crazy at you, hoping to throw you off your game, you pop back with, not me, not my voice, or say who? That's not me, that's fear, not fact. This didn't start here, so return to sender. Short, sharp grounding. Honestly, say whatever hits to interrupt the spiral before it builds momentum. For the next 24 hours, I want you to track your internal dialogue like a scientist. Every time your mood shifts or your thoughts get loud, pause and ask, is this mine or did this just leak in? Write it down, use your flip phrase, catch the pattern in real time. All right. And in this week's community assignment, I want you to, in the comments, share one thing. Which of the 5 steps are you starting today? And what's one external noise you're releasing? Not to compare, not to compete, but because this community works when we do the work together. And if this episode hit home for you in any kind of way, let me know in the comments so that I know that we're here together doing the work. And tell me which step that you're choosing and what noise you're letting go of first. And of course, like this video and share with somebody who might need quieter self-talk and louder peace. Of course, subscribe so that you don't miss any videos, because we're continuing to grow this community one truthful moment at a time. Love you guys. Have a great week.